Crolister, the master opponent. Hi guys, Crolister here with a how to draw freehand video. In this video, I will be showing you how to freehand draw Lucario, the Aura Pokémon. Alright, so I recorded this with Screen Recorder as I drew the picture on Microsoft Paint. For Lucario, I always start at the top of his ear. Then I work down the head, to the nose, into the mouth, like this. About there, then release. Then I'm going to draw the interior of his ear facing the screen, like this. Then the other ear, go like there, down here. Release, then draw the inside of that ear as well. Then, from there, we're going to do the underside of his mouth into the back of his head, like this. Back of the ear. Alright, then I'm going to do the mask-like design on his face. Going this way. Alright, then the underside. Curve down just a little bit for the nose. Then I'm going to draw the shape of the eyes, like this. You can also optionally add brow-like marks above the eyes to show seriousness. Then I'm going to detail the other ear as well. And I'm going to fix some slight details as well. Alright, moving on. I'm going to start off with his right arm. In the final picture, as you saw in the thumbnail, he's going to have his arm held outward with an Aura Blast radiating from his hand, like this. Three fingers on his hands. Let me deal with that lone pixel. The palm mark I put on is optional. I just do that as part of my style. Spike on the back of the hand, which, according to the anime, is supposed to be claws, for moves like Metal Claw. And segments separating the blue and gray colors. He has a pair of fangs on his upper jaw and a pair of fangs on his lower jaw visible with his mouth open. One of them's just going to have to be obscured. So, do some eraser work and make it look a little bit more clear in there. Now I'm going to draw the tuft of fur on the neck. You could just do it like this. Now I'm going to draw the spike on his chest. It's not that big. I'm going to do that again. That's a bit better. That's his heart of bone. Then I'm going to do the torso. For the lower part of the torso, do 3 spikes of fur coming out like this. In the middle. I was about to forget the rings around his shoulders. Which, for me, are the only real explanation as to why Lucario would physically be a steel type. The Orihaucom reference. Other than that, I can't really see how he would be steel type. Oh well. Alright, now I'm going to do the other arm. This arm's going to be held a bit downward, with the hand formed in a fist. Do the claw spike here. Make sure I'm drawing around to scale with the part there. Here we go. While indenting the blue and gray fur separation, make the gray indentation a little bit longer in the spot that's directly behind the claw spike. Now I'm going to go back up and draw the dreadlocks like sensors. He has a pair on the right side of his head and another pair on the left side of his head, which will be obscured. So now we gotta do the lower body. First, we'll draw the waist, which is a gray section separating the torso, and the cut-off pants-like shorts. Cut-off pants-like legs he has. I'm pausing for a bit for some reason before I draw the legs. Then, those. Right, now I'm going to do the tail. The tail dips downward a bit at the tip, like this. And that leaves the feet. I'm going to draw him standing on one foot only and balancing with the other foot facing the screen with its sole for a specific reason. Alright. He has 3 toes. Like this. Then, he stands on the front part of the sole with a heel going upward. Like this. And padding, or beans, as I and others like to call them, on the heel. And then, get rid of that lone pixel first. Then I'll draw the sole of his other foot. A lot of people draw Lucario's feet wrong. I'm not sure whether or not they do it on purpose. It has to do with the beans. He only has them on the toes and heels, not the soles. And then his hands have no beans at all. That kind of triggers me, because I'm not into people making anthropomorphic versions of Pokemon, nor do I like people altering Pokemon's physical anatomies, which I never do with my own OCs. So, soul detail like that's optional. Then, there. I'm just gonna put some more detail to make it look a bit better. Fill that in. And now we're ready for coloring. Cerulean is the specific shade of blue you want to use. I'm having some trouble aiming that, so yeah, I'm gonna have to zoom in. I like to use pink for the insides of mouths. Then, use gray. the beans on his feet are pink, like this. I realized I forgot to color the other foot's beans, so I did that before I made the background. Then you use a very light shade of yellow for the torso. And then a scarlet for the irises of the eyes. And that wraps up the basic character drawing. I do the background off recording, followed by a finishing touch that I will include. Then, I'm going to draw a blast of aura radiating from his right hand. This might remind some people of Super Smash Bros. Brawl's The Subspace Emissary, since, in that one scene where Lucario first appears, he, he's balancing on a rock, like that. And then the Aura Flame is obviously from Smash. I just love how they had to make Lucario's Aura mechanic be a mechanic where he's super weak at low damage and becomes stronger the more damaged he is. And to tell you the truth, they kind of ruined Lucario. He was one of the characters that Smash kind of ruined with their moveset, unfortunately. Lucario is an amazing Pokemon in the Pokemon franchise itself. I mean, I have a Lucario face on my avatar shirt for, So you can tell I like this character a lot in general. It's just, more or less as a Pokemon. You can use Azure and Light Purple for the Aura Flames. Annoying how I have to redraw a whole outlining in between where I brush and where I fill. Oh. So, there you go. There's the finished picture. Due to some issues I've been having on the website, I'm not sure if I'm gonna resume DeviantArt at all. Some of it is personal issues with stress, because I've been getting tortured with people asking for fetish requests almost every single day, faster than I can make them, and stuff that I have no interest in drawing whatsoever. And part of it is also due to technical issues with my computer. My computer never did like the stash section of that page, and now it's gotten to the point where it's blocking the entire website, so I can't access it every single day. And I've been having that problem on more than one consecutive day as of this recording, so I might need to leave DeviantArt for good, after being on for less than a year. Well, at least I can still do my art on YouTube, so I will be posting my DeviantArt memories, at least on YouTube, like I did with my Mega Man fan art. And there are other sites I could do it as well, like YouTube, for example. And if forced, I could always start an X or Twitter account as well. And maybe even try out a safer art site, like, some other one that may be up more recently. So, Consider subscribing if you want to see more how to draw videos of different characters like this, or if you want to see some gameplay vids of some games that I play. I like Mega Man, I like Crash Bandicoot and Spyro, I like Pac-Man and most other arcade games by Namco. Pokemon, obviously, so, I do want to play and talk about some of those, and I also want to talk about my thoughts on upcoming gaming news updates, like word of the Nintendo Switch's successor, once we get word of that as well. So, I have quite a lot planned for my channel. Maybe even some fan-made stories with characters if I have the motivation enough to do those. So, I have quite a bit planned for my channel. So with that is going to wrap up this video. I am Crolister, Master of Ponage. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next upload.